Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Kaepernick going to throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. On first down, Kaepernick.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
2nd and 15.
Now Kaepernick again. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Sanders has the first down and much more. And down right around the 37. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Jannard Avery in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Hurts going to keep it again.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown!
There's Watkins.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
There he goes, left side. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Check, check.
Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack of the Cowboys. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. To throw, Kaepernick. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 1.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
They'll look to run with Gainwell.
Take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And here's Rodgers to return.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. 91.
Kaepernick looking to throw for it.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Gainwell.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark, something.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Graham, his second sack of the night. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. To throw is Kaepernick. Looking for Campbell downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Forced out to his left.
Hurts fumbles it.
And the Colts pick it up. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's going to go down. And goes over 5 yards. Brandon Graham bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check. Mike's 50.
Play action. It's Eason. A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Dancing to his left. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Eason. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now Eason. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Eason. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes left side.
They are not ready for us.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They start the drive here with Gainwell.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10.
That's a run. They're running it. Mike 50, Mike 50. We own them.
Kaepernick now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Eason to throw.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles came up with a late turnover. And it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.